Morning, everyone. Let us start this session. So this is lecture number 14. During the last lecture, we have seen three types of system. So depending on the zeta value, we can have three types of system. So if zeta is greater than 1, zeta equal to 1, and zeta less than 1. Okay. So for zeta greater than 1, so this is the overdamped system. Zeta equal to 1, this is a critically damped system. And zeta less than 1, this is a underdamped system. Okay. Now, in order to study the effect of this zeta parameter, whether it is a greater than 1, equal to 1, or less than 1, we should find out the graph of the system. Okay. And by observing that graph, we can study the behavior of the system. So, in order to plot the graph, there are two methods. One is the experimental, and second is the theoretical approach. That is a mathematical modeling. Okay. So, for experimental method, we need to design the experimental setup. Okay. So this method is expensive compared to the mathematical modeling, and therefore we try to model the system by some equation. Okay. So that we can easily study the behavior of the system. So for that, for overdamped system, for critically damped system, and for underdamped system, we have derived the mathematical equation. Okay. So by mathematical modeling, we found out the solution for x, which is function of time for overdamped system, similarly for critically damped system, and for the underdamped system. Okay. So for all these equations, we have assumed some initial conditions. Okay. And for all these equations, initial conditions at t is equal to 0, x is equal to some initial displacement, which is a x0. That means initially we have displaced the mass from its equilibrium position to certain value of displacement. So that value is x0. Okay. So x0, it is a constant value. So we can assume this to be 1 centimeter. Okay. So just imagine we have some spring mass system. Spring mass and damper system. And this is the static equilibrium position. So this dotted line. And suppose we displace this mass to certain displacement. So this displacement, this is taken as a x0. So this is an initial time. Okay. And after this displacement, we release the mass so that system will start oscillating. Okay. So corresponding velocity x dot, this is 0. Okay. So for all these cases, this initial condition is same. T0, x is equal to x0, and T0, x dot is equal to 0. Okay. And from this, we have got some equation for x for overdamped, critically damped, and underdamped system. If we change the initial condition, then equation will change. Okay. But for the general derivation, we have assumed this condition. X is equal to x0 and x dot is equal to 0. So for the overdamped system, the equation for x, so this is equal to, this is x0 upon 2 in the square root zeta square minus 1 in bracket, this is zeta plus square root zeta square minus 1 e raised to this minus zeta plus square root zeta square minus 1 into omega nt plus minus zeta plus square root zeta square minus 1 e raised to minus zeta minus square root zeta square minus 1 into omega nt. Okay. So we have taken this parameter as a constant value. Okay. So this is your complete solution for the x, only for the overdamped system. So this is x, which is function of time, because only this time parameter, it is the variable. Now from this equation, if you plot the waveform, which is a displacement versus time, and suppose the initial displacement is x0. Okay, so let us take this value as a x0. This is the initial displacement. Then your waveform or graph, it will start from this point and it will approach to the equilibrium position. Okay, theoretically, it will not touch this zero line. Okay, because if you take the value of t as an infinity, okay, so e raised to minus infinity, it will become 0. Okay, so only at this condition, this will be at the 0 point. So theoretically, it will not cross the or will not touch the 0 line. So this system, this is the slow system. That means if you release the mass from the equilibrium point, that displace the mass from the equilibrium point, and if you allow the system to vibrate, then slowly that mass will approach to the equilibrium position. Okay. The second system, which was a critically damped, where zeta is equal to 1. Okay, so this is called as a rapid system. So for this system, the equation, it was x is equal to x0 in bracket, this is 1 plus omega nt and e raised to minus omega nt. Okay, this equation you will get if the initial condition is t0, x is equal to x0 and t0 x dot is equal to 0. If you change the values of these conditions, okay, then your equation will change. Okay, so from this equation, if you plot the waveform, then it will be like this. So very rapidly, mass will approach to the equilibrium position after initial displacement. So this is your x0. Okay, so this is called as a rapid response. So such type of systems, which is a critically damped system, they are used in the recoil mechanism of the military guns. Okay, so I will show the simulation, dynamic simulation, and the video. What is the critically damped system? Okay, and the next system, which is a under damped system, where zeta is less than 1. So actually, I have given this as a homework in the last lecture. I hope you have solved this. So those who have solved this, you can check your answer. So final equation for x, this is equal to x0, that is initial displacement, square root 1 minus zeta square into e raised to, this is minus zeta omega nt in bracket square root 1 minus zeta square, this is cos 1 minus zeta square into omega n t plus zeta sine 1 minus zeta square omega n. Okay, so this is your complete equation for x. So this is function of time. Okay. So if you plot this waveform by selecting various values of time starting from 0, then this graph will be a oscillatory waveform. Okay, so suppose we have given some initial displacement as a x0, let 1 centimeter, 2 centimeter. Okay, so from this initial displacement, the waveform will be like this. Okay, the system will be vibratory, and after some time, it's the displacement of the mass, it will become 0. Okay, so it will get settled at the equilibrium position only. So this is your time axis and this is the displacement axis. Okay, so if you observe this equation, you can see here there is one term which is a square root 1 minus zeta square into omega n. So this is called as a frequency for the damped vibration. So this is a omega d. Okay, or it is also called as damped natural frequency. Okay. So from this frequency, so actually this frequency we can find out if we have such waveform for a particular system. Okay, that means just imagine we are conducting one experiment on a underdamped system. Okay, and by using some measuring instruments like vibrometer or the accelerometer, we get such waveform for that system. Okay, and if you want to find out what is the value of this omega d, okay, so this value we can easily find out from this graph. So for that we have to just measure this distance. So you can measure this peak to peak value, peak to peak for the time. Okay, to measure this distance on the time axis. So this is the damped time period. So this is a TD. Okay, so we know that time period, this is equal to 2 pi upon angular frequency. Okay, so right now this is a TD, so this will be omega d, and from this equation the angular frequency omega d for the damped vibration, this is equal to 2 pi upon TD. Okay, so this is the equation for the underdamped vibration where zeta is less than 1. So for the underdamped vibration, there is one general equation for x. So you can use this equation even if you have different initial conditions. So that general equation for underdamped system, so x is equal to a constant d1 e raised to minus zeta omega nt sine square root 1 minus zeta square into omega nt plus phi 1, or x is equal to, you can take constant d1 e raised to minus zeta omega nt cos square root 1 minus zeta square into omega nt plus 5. Okay, you can use any one equation as a general solution for x, and by assuming the or by taking the given boundary conditions, you can find out the exact value of d1 and this constant phi1. Okay. Similarly, for remaining two systems, that is overdamped system. So for the overdamped system, the general equation is x is equal to the constant a1 e raised to, this is minus zeta plus square root zeta square minus 1 into omega nt plus a2 e raised to minus zeta minus square root zeta square minus 1 into omega nt. So this is equation for overdamped system. Okay. And for the critically damped system, so zeta greater than 1. So you should note down these equations because we will use this equation to solve the problems. And critical damped system, x is equal to a constant c1 plus c2t e raised to minus omega nt. Okay. So this is for zeta equal to 1, critical damped system. So if we have the boundary conditions as x is equal to x0 and t is equal to t is equal to 0 and x dot, this is equal to some value. Let us take this value as a 2 meter per second. That means initially we are giving some velocity t0. So if this condition is given, then we can use these standard equations. Okay. Okay, so for the critical damped system, where we can see such type of system, that is a practical application. So I will show the simulation for the military guns. Okay, so there is one recoil mechanism. So when the shell is fired from the gun, then due to the reactive forces, the gun barrel, it moves in the backward direction. Okay, and in order to bring that gun barrel to its original position, okay, there is a recoil mechanism. Okay, so that recoil mechanism, it is designed with the critical damped system.